Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast this afternoon. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon on, today is Thursday, the 6th of June. They're running 3 units. I'm jumping out here between rains. It's been raining off and on all afternoon, not anything hard or anything, but rain. And looks like we're going to have rain for off and on for most of the evening and tonight. So I just boated up here above the resort. Going to throw a sculpin and peach 3/32 ounce jig with a brown head, and I got 2-pound line. I usually don't throw 3/32 ounce with a 2-pound line. I usually use 4, but just wanted to mix it up a little bit today. Work it a little faster maybe and let it sink a little deeper. I haven't been doing real good on this bank here lately using jigs, so we'll try it. Fishing off the dock this morning was really good. Ooh, that was probably a bite. Either that or the bottom. Paul said a lot of people caught fish, caught their limits. He said he threw a jig off the dock early. So he had 10 fish on 20 casts, something like that. Oh, it might have been bottom again. There is a fair amount of moss floating in the water column here. Water's a little bit off color. Well, I got a little moss on my jig. I'm not going to call that any bites because just not real sure. I posted a fishing report on my forum. Went fishing this morning with Dwayne. He took Paul Cruz and I fishing this morning. We started at 4:30 and left the dock, and we boated up to Fall Creek. And Paul wanted to come over and try throwing stick baits. Paul's from the Osho. He's the guy who caught Frank. I don't know where that shot came from. Sounded like up the college ground. I know they have a bunch of, what do they call them? Some kind of pigeons up there that they try to scare off occasionally. Anyhow, long story short, fishing was real slow for us, throwing jerk baits. We fished basically from Fall Creek all the way up through Trophy Run, and throwing Dwayne's stick bait, and we caught a handful of fish, all rainbows, all less than 20. It was just slow. We talked to some other people who were fishing jigs and even flies up in that part of the lake, and they said it was slow too. So we didn't feel too bad. Last place we fished went down to Short Creek, and we've been fishing about 3 hours, and my shoulder was killing me, so I ended up throwing a jig back to 3/32 ounce, no, a 16th ounce sculpin and ginger jig, and caught a real nice rainbow. Didn't measure it, didn't weigh it. I did post a picture, the picture, on our Facebook page, Lilley's Landing. You can go find that if you didn't see it. Got it back in the water. Doesn't seem like they're too interested in this jig. But there was no generation this morning. I don't know if I said that or not when we were fishing the whole time. It didn't start running till afternoon today. I'm coming up with moss about every time I throw out. It's not good. I don't think we caught any big fish come in off the dock today. But I caught that fish just up from Short Creek, out in the middle. Those guys are throwing off the bank, the bluff bank, and I was throwing out in the middle with the jig and just letting it go to the bottom. And I caught I caught 4 or 5 fish, rainbows, until I caught that one. So jig fishing up there was pretty good for me. I'm really letting this free fall sink, then popping it up pretty hard. Just seeing if they want the jig fast, aggressive. It's one of the reasons I fish the 3/32 ounce. Usually I'd fish a 16th ounce, work a little slower. Just about to the dock. I'm gonna back out. Kind of work the middle of the lake, a little bit past the resort. That water along the bank I was fishing was a little bit off color. Trying to work pretty close to the bottom. It's going to be about 12, 13, well, more than that, 14 feet deep out here. Picked up some more moss on the way in. This 2-pound line should allow that jig to go down, quicker than if I was using 4-pound. That was bottom. Oh, a little thunder. Okay. I don't know where I can pull in, so not too much moss. Thanks for watching. We'll try again tomorrow.